Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and setting up the new for 2024 Spirit Halloween Cotton Candy Dan. So here is Cotton Candy Dan's box. It is huge, by the way. If you see this box in person, you're not even going to believe how huge this is. They had to tape the top because how big this is. They couldn't make the big flappy thing. I was just so surprised at this. Definitely like the biggest box I've ever seen of an animatronic. But here is the front of the box. You can see the full front picture of him with Jim right there in the cotton candy bucket. And then we can see his amazingly detailed and painted sculpted face right there. I really like how that looks. And then right here it says what he really does. Now I'm going to show some of the other sides of the box. On this side we can see it has a handle right there, which is pretty nice because it is kind of heavy. But right here we got the picture of him kind of stirring the stick. It looks like he's kind of tilted to the side and then he stirs the stick right there. And then here is a close-up of the guy's head in there, which his name is Jim. And yeah, I really like how this sculpt looks as well. And then moving on to the back of the box right here, it's just the story right here if you want to pause and read it. It just kind of gives a little background of this whole animatronic. Now the final side of the box is right here. It's the same picture from the front. It has the same things from the front. And then right here it has a QR code which you can scan. So when you do see this in stores, if you want to see what he does and he's maybe not set up in there, you can just scan that and it'll bring you right to his website demo. So now before we open Cotton Candy Dan, I just want to show over here. I made this cotton candy stand for the haunted house, but I just felt like why not set it up next to Cotton Candy Dan, because this is cotton candy and that's a cotton candy stand. So later in the video, I'll be setting him up, put in there, we can demo him, turn off the lights, and then see how this all looks. So now let's get right into opening this box. So I'm gonna cut it open, take the tape off of this. So now we can open the box to see what he looks like in person, because obviously I've never seen him in person before. Stores aren't even open yet. So when you first open the box, this is what it looks like in there. You can kind of see some of his clothing and then his instructions right here. Here they are, nice colored printing on there. And then he also has an adapter in there. But pretty cool that they have colored printing this year. They had it last year, but sometimes they just don't do it. That's pretty nice. Right here is either his cotton candy pull stick or it's his pulls for his legs, but we'll find out in just a second. And right here are his pants. So from the looks of these look really good quality. They are just like Boogeyman's pants. If you don't know what they are, they have little hooks right here. And then a built-in hip loop right there, because that's really nice just in case a hip loop gets lost or something, because it's already built in there, you won't lose that. So put those to the side. And now I can actually see his head. It looks like his head is already attached to his clothing, so we won't be able to just take that out right now. But it looks like the next thing we can take out is this right here. So this right here is the module with all of like speaker jack, volume control, plug-in stuff, and it does look like you can attach batteries to this guy. I'm gonna put the camera on the ground just so you can see the slide out of all of this and can actually see what's going on. So now this should be a better angle of pulling him out so you guys can see for the first time, or this is my first time seeing it. And his head is huge. I can see this right here. I love the detail on his hands right here and the detail on his face. We'll get a closer look at this in a second. I just cut the wire ties in the back and now we should be easily sliding him out. And yes, here he is, guys. I'm gonna take the plastic off right now. Okay, I just took the plastic off of him, and look how creepy this guy looks. Let me move the camera up a little so you can see his hair. His bright red, almost neon colored hair is crazy. I love how bright color this is. His nose is sticking out so much too. And then he also has mouth movement there, so that also moves. This is a hard plastic head, which is nice. It will prevent dry rotting and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a really cool face, and also his stick right there with his hands on there. Love the detail on the stick and the hands. Those look great. And then also he has another piece to his pole down there. There's not another one. I don't know if there is supposed to be another one, but we'll find out in just a second. But we'll move this over here and then we'll slide out. I think might be the last piece that we can slide out. There's lots of stuff in there. It's the whole cotton candy bucket. I think we take out his base right here, maybe. Yeah. So here is his base. Pretty simple base, except for it has a little connection for the cotton candy bucket right there, and little hooks right there for his shoes. This is one of the most exciting parts of this, is to take out this whole cotton candy bucket. This is huge. It's as big as the box. Here it is. That's crazy. It looks like a popcorn bucket, but then it has the melting cotton candy there and some more cotton candy in the inside. Let me move this box right here, and then we'll take out all the stuff in the cotton candy bucket. Okay, so I think we're ready to take out everything in here. The first thing I can see right here is his blue shoes. Best quality clown shoes I've seen in a while, because they're not just those normal SVI shoes that are like some cheap plastic, don't even have the bottom, but these do. There's two of them right here. Love the blue color on these. Reminds me of Shorty's shoes, but just bigger. So here are the shoes right there. Now I think we can take out his whole head right here. This is even better than Dan's head right there. That's Jim with the cotton candy, and we can slide off this plastic piece. So here he is right there. I love this head. This is definitely one of my favorite animatronics heads I have, or just what I've seen in a while right there. I love that he just has white eyes and not even like pupils in them. And then he has some rotting cotton candy on him going into his face, indented in his face. Love that. And he has a full sculpt too right there. And then he has this cloth, kind of acts like his neck, so you don't really see like the mechanism under there, because the mechanism is attached to this. And then it has some wires attached to it right there. Now in the cotton candy bucket, that is it for what's in there, except for it has more wires and the mechanism attachment right there. But I am gonna take off this plastic piece so you can get a better look at this right here. Here's the cotton candy at the top. It's attached there. In the stock pictures, they showed it in two different ways. You can either have it more out, like that, or you can have it in, which blocks like the cotton candy so you don't really see the head as much. This is what I'm gonna be doing. Looks good anyway. I like both ways, but this is just better to block the head. But that is it for the unboxing of Cotton Candy Dan, and now let's get right into the setup. First, get your base right here, and then take off these styrofoam pieces. Throw them out, you don't even need them. And then take this box, you can cut this open. This will have the poles in here for the legs. Here they are, they're in bubble wrapping. I'll also take these off. Here are the poles right here. First, you're gonna get the straight poles right here, and then just lock them in to A on both sides of the base. Then you're gonna get the shoes right here, and they are actually labeled left and right, so make sure they're on the right sides, and then you're just gonna slide them over, just like that, and then connect them to like the base pieces. Then you're gonna get these kind of tilted poles right here, and then connect them B to B on each side. Next, get the bright colored, actually they're not that bright. Next, get the red pants in, and then look at the sticker on the front that says front, and then make sure they're facing the same way. Slide them over the poles like this, and slide them down just like that. Then get the module right here, snap lock these C to C on both sides. Just like that. It will take some strength there, and then you're gonna lift these pants up, and then you'll see some little metal pieces right there that hold the hip loop in, and then connect them to like the little lower part of the module right here. Next, you're gonna take the head with the clothing and his arms right here all attached. There's a pole in here that we're going to snap lock on to the pole connected to the module right up here. It's huge already, but now that we got the whole Dan set up, we're gonna connect the cotton candy bucket down here with the other head, and then he'll be finished. So let's do that right now. So before we connect the cotton candy bucket, we're gonna need to take out this little metal piece right here. This is what will hold the cotton candy bucket in place. But before we get it on there, we need to take it off. It will come in two pieces like that. and then leave it off to the side. Cotton candy bucket will just pop right off and fall off. So make sure you do not lose these. So here's a view from in the popcorn bucket. There's a bunch of wires. These were all zip tied, but I did undo them. But what you're gonna need to do before you attach it, you can do it either way, attach it, or after, you're gonna take out another one of these metal pieces right here, slide it out just like the other one, and then take it out. Make sure you don't lose these either, or put them next to each other because they are different sizes. You don't wanna mess that up either. Now let's attach the cotton candy bucket to the base right here. So what you're gonna need to do is align the cotton candy bucket right here with the little black metal piece that is on the base, which is where we took off the metal piece that was attached to it. And there's a little slit in the bottom of the bucket, and just match it up there. And then you're gonna attach the metal piece right there. So now what you're gonna do is get Jim's head right here, and then we're gonna bring it all the way down into the bucket, and then put it in that little socket right there, just like that. It's kind of hard to get the camera in there, but put it in there, and then get the metal piece that we took out of that, and then put it in the same way as the other one. So next you're going to take the wire in there labeled F, and then the wire labeled F on the head, connect them together, and then I have all the wires out here, but what you're gonna do is get all these wires, and then there's a little hole in the back of the bucket right there if you see it, and we're gonna fish those out of the hole, and then put them up his leg right here, and then connect all the wires up in the module area. So I wanted to show an up close of the wiring thing right here. So you're gonna wanna get K, I, and J from the module right here, because these are the ones that you put up the leg. Just connect them by letters. Now those were the wires for there. Then you're gonna get K and L, which are the wires from Dan's head right there, and then there's a K and L right here connected to the module, and then just connect them same as the other ones. And then that's all the wiring right there, and then you're gonna get his adapter since we already have this open. Take it out, there'll be a little wire tie on it, kind of twist that off, just like that, and then roll this out, and then connect it into the adapter spot right there. So now the last thing you're gonna do is get this piece for the pole. You're gonna connect it to the head right here. There's another snap lock on the end of it, and then put it like this. The sticker's on the back, that's how you'll know which side is which. And then you'll take this, which is another snap lock that you're gonna put right there. And then you can kind of try to put some of the cotton candy over that, so it kind of covers it right there. And then that's it for the setup of Cotton Candy Dan. Now let's get right into the demo. So right before we turn him on, here's a little close-up of him. Here is his head. I love how this all looks. The only thing is, it is kind of weird. It does kind of blend, but also the jaw is a little darker than like the face right here where it cuts off. That's totally okay, because from the front, it just looks like it's the rest of the mouth. So that's not a big problem, but that's the only thing I would change on this. But everything else, I love this guy. He is just one of the best props this year, and I didn't even turn him on yet. He's so tall. Love all the detail on this guy. But here he is again, and now let's plug him in. He's gonna need a reset because this is already popped up, and yeah. Now, let's turn him on.
Attention all kiddos! Attention all kiddos! I found a lost parent! He belongs to anyone here? Better be careful walking around at this place. You can get in all kinds of sticky situations here. Yum, yum, yum! Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's not. One thing I'll tell you though, it'll do more than rot your teeth out.
So now that we went through all the phrases, I'm going to turn the lights off because he does have lights in the cotton candy right there, like the cotton candy bucket. So I just want to see how that looks. And then his eye lights up as well. So let's turn off the lights.
Better be careful walking around at this place. You can get in all kinds of sticky situations here.
Okay guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This guy is the best prop or best clown prop or anything of all time at Spirit Halloween. I love him so much. What everyone's been saying about him is true. He is really the best prop. I love all of his details. He's got the cotton candy right here. Love the pop-up motion. And then even the lighting inside. Like, that's such a cool touch. You don't really see that in the video. But it really helps pull this guy all together. And then this cotton candy stand I made definitely goes with him really well. Even though he's not pink and blue, it's still cotton candy. So it really does go together pretty good. But if you guys want to see some exclusive content like building this cotton candy stand and smaller additions for the haunted house, go follow me on Instagram, Haunted Halloween Guy. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.